When a drunk or impaired driver gets into a crash, it's often the most innocent who pay the biggest price. In tonight's Wins for Kansas, Cake's Chris Earl shows us how the DUI Victim Center of Kansas helps in the ways you might not think of.
Very few people may come to the DUI Victim Center of Kansas unless the actions of others pushed them here. For Whitney Williams, it was what happened right here half her life ago that changed her world forever.
I was 17 and it was a Friday night, and I got a call saying that we couldn't find my dad. He wasn't answering his phone, which was very unlike him. And after several calls back and forth, he was killed at K42 in Hoover.
That crash in 2008 killed Kevin Williams, her dad. Yet it was the days and the weeks after where this group helped fill her broken heart however it could.
They were the light for my family during a really, really dark time.
When a life ends from a crash that could have been prevented, or if a survivor faces life-changing injuries in recovery, many might not think about the other consequences.
Sometimes when you lose someone, they are the core of the family, and they are the person that brings home the money. And sometimes they need help with financial or even just food on the table for their children.
Or even being on the front lines just to do what's right.
Our victim services has no limit. Anything that anybody needs. And throughout the years I have seen, we were able to get a headstone for one of our mothers that lost her son, and she didn't have the finances to get this headstone.
On behalf of DeVaughn James Injury Lawyers, we're honored to be here in the Cake News studio with this week's Wins for Kansas recipient, the DUI Victim Center of Kansas. We love what you're doing to help stop impaired driving in Kansas, and we're excited to give you a check for $500.
And on behalf of the DUI Victim Center of Kansas, we thank you very much for this contribution, and it will go to great use for our victims.
Fabulous.
Thank you.
Chris Earl, Cake News on your side.
And to nominate a nonprofit group or charity for Wins for Kansas, just go to cake.com and find that features tab.